So if there's one thing that these stupid electronic boxes have done to all of us, aside from wasting countless hours of our lives watching useless content, it's basically changed our perception of reality, you know? If your algorithm feeds you the most crazy, outlandish stuff out there, like people died in a car crash, or people like doing, just generally suicidal stuff, then you're gonna think that everybody's like that. But one common effect of these stupid boxes, along with social media, that has actually been studied by universities and like prestigious academies and whatever, has been the effect that social media has on beauty standards. With the ability to see literally anybody in the world through a simple visual photo, and with the way social media algorithms work, the beauty standard has definitely become a lot higher. And this is not just for women, we're talking about men too. To say otherwise is outright delusion. The average man, incel type on the internet, wants some super hot supermodel, or they'll call anyone who's even a slight speck below that like a stupid foid. And the average woman wants a super hot actor looking like male model who these incels would call a Chad guy. And this is not to say that there should be like social hierarchy when it comes to like a supermodel dating a non-supermodel, like it's misgenation or some shit like that. But what I'm trying to say is that people's standards or expectations for who they want in a partner has definitely risen, and a part of it is because of social media. Because a larger amount of people just insist on not going outside anymore, a majority of the only people they'll get to see with their own two eyes will be through these, again, stupid boxes. And with enough time spent on these stupid boxes, one will eventually think that everything they see on them is reflective of reality, which could have been true maybe back in the early 2010s or whatever, but nowadays is just simply not true. But then that begs a question, is beauty really a subjective thing, or is it more of an objective thing? As our daily lives become more and more dependent on the interconnectivity of social media platforms and whatnot, the effect that these stupid boxes have had on all of us seems to suggest that the latter is more true. But then again, at the same time, the extent to which social media consumes and dominates a person's life differs in each and every person depending on a multitude of factors. So the subjectivity aspect of beauty standards, beauty being in the eye of the beholder, still does apply. Think about it. Have you ever found someone attractive before? And then the moment they open their mouth and said something horrendous, you instantly found them repulsive? Well, that logic kind of applies to everybody here. For example, the Trump assassin. When you set aside what he decided to try to do to Trump on July 13th, 2024, we can see that this is not exactly the most visually appealing kid. Apart from the only pictures we have of him being some of the worst pictures everybody in their lives will take, the acne, Habsburg jaw, brace face, and trash-ass haircut isn't really gonna help him in the looks department. But when you add on the fact that he made an attempt on the life of the now president, regardless of your political views, it's gonna worsen your view of him. Republicans will hate this guy because, well, he tried to Lee Harvey Oswald, their most prominent figure, and Democrats because he failed and ended up humanizing their worst enemy. People in real life, if he was indeed true to the way his former classmates described him, would probably be more willing to overlook the very bad hand he was dealt with in the looks department, so long as he acted in a manner that was societally acceptable, because ugly people can't get away with much. Another example, this lovely video. Taking a look before she says anything controversial, I'd be hard pressed to call her ugly. Now, sure, she's not the most attractive thing on the planet, but from this view I can see that she looks perfectly alright. Well, perfectly alright before this comes out of her mouth.
So as we're all very much aware, we are living through a
chopped man epidemic.
And yeah, by basically saying something that gives a vibe of, oh my god, all men are ugly, and I'm like a princess, I don't date no man if you don't got no million in the bank and a fresh new whip. She basically turned on the hate aspect of our brains and caused us to immediately look for ways to take a dump on her. And because this is a TikTok recorded from her phone, there is only one obvious way. Alright, so I've actually found the original creator of the Chopped Man epidemic, woman Stelek Xiao Shui. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry, I do not speak that Lacha language, so it might be a little bit racist, but judging from her other videos, like, she's just your average, like...
Put a finger down, innocent person edition. Put a finger down if you don't know where babies come from.
Like, this is like the average, like, TikToker stuff, you know? And like, with the glasses especially...
Put a finger down.
With the glasses especially, you'd be hard-pressed to call this person ugly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, don't give me no keyboard. Oh, fucking hell, I have to use fucking...
Babies come from. Put a finger...
But yeah, going back to, like, the original video, this is the video that, like, got her, obviously, the millions of views that she wanted, so...
So as we're all very much aware,
I'm not gonna play this because, like, I've already played in the video, and I'm just gonna take a look at the comments here. And damn, you seem like you've upset the Chopped Man. Well, this is a little bit of a neutral comment, but, like, ignore the positive comments. That's crazy, bro. They're mad at you because you're right, by the way. It's like a mixed opinion. Y'all mad because of shoe fit. I love the confidence, little black pill edit. Black pill edit incoming is crazy. Nah. These are so always the fours. Like, it's just like the gender wars here, bro. Like, it's all these comments are no, it's just like a gender wars thing, but like it's low-key sad. All the private accounts mad. I mean, like, I'm not offended by her message. I mean, even though it probably does apply to me, because, like, one, I feel like she's not being authentic. Now, maybe some of these are a bit harsh, but when you're saying something in a time like this, where the question of modern dating is such an evocative and emotionally charged subject that all will have in an upper eyelid area that I could double park a truck in, it's a bit of a tall order to have any sympathy for you. If this person was instead talking about how taking a shit in the middle of the night is one of the best feelings that someone could ever experience, then almost no one, aside from the lurking incels, would be railing on her for her appearance. Now clearly this is some form of click farming or rage bait, because like, she's not authentic, and I, as someone born with a wee-wee, just kind of don't care about what she's saying, partially because I feel like there's a widespread lack of authenticity on the internet now, but I don't know. What I'm trying to say with all of this is that saying that attractiveness is entirely objective is willfully ignoring societal conditioning and how personal views comes into play. But at the same time, saying attractiveness is entirely subjective is willfully ignoring evolutionary tendencies and subconscious patterns. It's a mix of both. The average person is going to be attracted to more conventional features, but there is going to be like a little twist, a little twinge of their own preferences, you know? But I actually have no idea. I just felt like making this video just to put something up on my channel, so. At the end of the day, we're all human beings just looking for a companion, looking for a partner to make sense of this thing we call life, you know? Like, Christ. I don't know though, this is all just me, so yeah. If you enjoyed the video, give me a like, give me a kiss, a nice bedtime kiss. Yeah. It's been alright. I'm out of here. Deuces.
Anybody out there? Do you know what I'm talking about? Oh, yeah, yeah. Can I sing my song? Yeah, 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 yeah.